So if you guys have noticed, I haven't really talked a lot about which parasite cleanse I've used, etc. There is a reason for that because it really depends on the person. I'm going to talk more of that. I just kind of gua sha'd, no, not gua sha'd. I did like a little roller thing, so whoopsie. Yeah, but like my face has been really puffy, and like if I go like this, like just the wrinkles and double chin, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So I was talking about parasites with my favorite holistic social media bestie. I'm gonna tag her below, but she reminded me, and I've heard this before, if you have a pulse, you have a parasite. And guys, it's true. So now I'm back on track. Anyway, so I haven't talked about what parasite cleanse, what I've done for a reason. It really depends on the person in general. So if you feel like you have symptoms, if you feel like you have questions, if you want to know what cleanse I have done, I will share that later on, probably later this week. But if you are like, I need a parasite cleanse right now, what do I do? Message me. I will send you links. I'm going to ask you about your lifestyle, how many toxins you think you have, what you eat, like all of that, because it's so important. And I'll get into that why. So I'm gonna share my story about how I got parasites and just all that. I'm going to do my best to keep it short. So how I got parasites is pretty much about how I grew up. When I was younger, I ate the typical American standard diet. Like I was eating pork all the time, never ate vegetables, because my mom and my grandmother really didn't know. We'll get more into that. I ate Velveeta all the time. We were always at Chili's having lava cakes, baby back ribs. I was eating bacon. I was eating pork. I was eating tilapia, like super heavy metal fish, like rice and mac and cheese and just gluten and literally the American standard diet. I would go to bed with Papa John's. We would be in the car driving to Wendy's. We literally would jump in the car, drive through Wendy's or McDonald's, and that would be our dinner. My mom was drinking so much soda all the time. I actually never liked soda as a kid. I just don't like whatever. I don't like it. But she was doing that because she had no idea. She was just doing what is normal, what is popular. She fed us. Oh my goodness, I was eating hot Cheetos. Like that was later on, not as a kid, you know. But I just ate so much crap. Like we all did. Like we were in and out of McDonald's. We were in and out of just like anything you can imagine. Anything fast food, anything processed, anything absolutely terrible for you. That was our diet. That was what was in our fridge. Cereal. Oh my goodness. I was like in love with those little Pop-Tarts. Like that was our breakfast. We used to, when my mom was an acting teacher, we had to get up really early to go drive to the school. So it's so crazy now that my mom too, like she's completely different. We'll get into that too. We used to at 6 a.m, she would take us to Dunkin' Donuts in Florida and we would order donuts. She would get a coffee, and that was the first thing in my system every morning was a donut. And every day we did that. I'm talking too much. Anyway, so we ate what was normal. Ton of pork, ton of sugar, ton of gluten, everything. Well, guess what? I was in and out of doctor's offices while I was a child. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I wouldn't go to the bathroom for a week. And then I would sit on the toilet for hours and hysterical cry. I went to 11 different doctors. No one could help me. No one knew what they were doing. No one ever asked us, hey, what are you eating? Hey, what's your lifestyle like? All they did was say, here's prune juice. So I would eat and then I was 6, 8 years old, like drinking prune juice and crying to try to go to the bathroom because I was so backed up. And I had so many stomach problems, which later, with all of those unhealthy habits, came into teenage years and my adult life. So fast forward, my mom moves us to Idaho. Yeah, Florida to Idaho. She ended up getting I don't know gonna like censor me or something. I don't know. She ended up getting like, I guess, a disease, you could call it. And they were loading her up on pills. They were like, you need to take this every day, you need to do this, you need to do this. And just something within her, like, I believe it was God, like really was like, no. Like, and really like changed my mom. And like, I really do believe it was God's purpose. And she cured it naturally. She got rid of all the junk food in her house, went full organic, started juicing, started treating herself with supplements, and literally cured it and never had to take a pill or another pill that they said that she could never heal and would have to be on. She now owns an organic juice bar, eats clean. So I grew up in going from extremely toxic to, Brianna, don't eat that. That is terrible for you. So I kind of did what my stomach, I'm so hungry. I kind of did what any other like teenager did. I would eat well at the house, go out and eat like, bad. And so it was crazy too, because I was learning so much info from my mom, knew what the right thing to do was, and ate pork, tried sushi, did everything wrong, and literally later paid for it. So, which brings me to the lifestyle that I was living.